Okay. I want to celebrate somebody right now. I want to celebrate Amira, honey. Yes, you. So for any of you who actually don't know, Amira has been invited to go on the yacht with Linda Evenden next month. I know. Big, oh my God, I'm so excited for you, honey. You know, and we've got to find a way to get you there. I know it's hard with Carter and it's hard with quarantine and all that, but I've just been chatting with Linda and we really want to help you get there. So just, for any of you who don't know how she's done that because she is re-promoted last year. So it was November, December last year, she re-promoted to senior partner. So that means that she got a new team member who had their own order. She got at least 1,500 points of her own, plus the rest, 3,000 points from her team as well within that time period. So that is bloody amazing. And I just want to say, not many people have done that. So I'm just so bloody proud of you, girl. And I just want to celebrate you right now. So yes, that's why I sent you a little message and said, are you jumping on Huddle right now? So
well done, Amira.
I know.
Thank you so much. I've been in a rut this month of my own cause probably, but it kind of pulled me out and I was like, all right, I'm back. And I've made up some canvas and it's kind of kicked me in the butt and I needed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're awesome. You're a rock star, honey. And I tell you what, Linda's going to be celebrating you too. So watch the space.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tonight, I really want to make this about you guys and how I can serve you right now, because I really know that a lot of you have quite a few obstacles, a few challenges that have popped up. So please put in the chat how I can support you going forward. I really, really want to make this an amazing start to your year. So who's ready and who's fired up to actually create a really bloody good year this year? Tell me. Wave at me, get all excited. I know, I'm so excited about it too. I'm so ready. And yes, amen. I get that, Kieran. Totally with you. I really want to make this a good year. So how can I help you? What kind of support do you need? How can I help you here going forward? Where are your obstacles? What do you need help with? This is a bit of a Q&A. Please don't tell me you've got nothing. Please don't tell me we'll just be staring at each other all night.
I have a question. How do you add people on groups without looking like you're adding them to do you like groups, you comment on posts, but I still, and he'll stop pushing you, sorry.
Okay, your internet went really crap. Can you start again?
You interact on posts and groups, and then I always still feel like a weirdo adding them.
Oh, okay. So how do you add them as a friend authentically after you've spoken to them on a group? Right? Was that your question? Yeah? Okay, so yeah, really, really, really good question. So what I do is I keep the conversation going on the post for quite a while. And what I have, because to me, I totally get you, Amira. For me, I need to be authentic. It's got to come from my heart. I don't want to be one of those spammy people that goes, I'm not into the whole Simon Chan thing where you comment, you add, you message. It's not me. And so what I found that really works for me well is I keep the conversation going for as long as I can on the post, and then I find a reason to add them as a friend. So I don't just add them just because they've commented on your post. You don't want to be doing that because you do look spammy and you do look like you're looking for friends. The other thing that I have done before in the past, which has really worked, is if I've got a really nice conversation going on a post in that group, is what I'll do is I'll go to their Facebook page, their personal Facebook page, and I will actually I'll actually comment and love on some of their posts, and then I'll come back and I'll say, wow, I love who you are. I really resonate with what you're posting or something. Just be really authentic around it. I'd love to connect with you on here. And then when they usually say, oh, wow, that's really nice. And then you've got a reason to send them a friend request. You know, often there's also been things. So when I put posts up, they're also often about, you know, you're adding some kind of value or you're asking some kind of question. So if you're adding some kind of value and they want to know more, there's a really good reason why you can connect with them, because you can have a personal conversation with them. Or if you're asking a question and they're giving you all this information, you can say, oh, it's probably easier if I chat with you on Messenger. So I always go to Messenger first before I add them as a friend. If there's a really good reason, you really want to make sure that you've been invited first. Really, really important. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, cool. Okay. So I've started the year off great note, but now it's incorporating the business better. That's awesome, Kat. I need an accountability buddy and help with verbiage for my posting. Okay, who wants to be an accountability buddy for Karina? Anyone? Anyone? No?
I was thinking about maybe making a little group because I've ended up with a few accountability buddies, and I thought maybe I could make a little accountability buddy group if you wanted to jump in on that.
You know,
There'd be 4 or 5 of us.
That's lovely of you, Amira. Did you know, Karina, that Kat's got one? Are you in that one? I can't hear you, honey. Can't hear you.
Is that her new one?
Yep.
Yes, I am in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I would use that.
I'm in that.
You're in that
I'm not
too,
in-
Emma?
Am I? What's it called?
Karina, what's it called?
Something like Mojo something or other.
Mojo Mover.
Mojo
Yeah,
Movers.
that's it.
I'm not in that.
Okay, well then find it. Is it a chat group or an actual group?
So go to Team Love,
Love.
and just scroll down. I'll tag you in it. I'll do it for you now, Emma.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. That's a really, really good place to be, honey. And then what you can do is you can find some accountability buddies from there, because they will be ready and willing to run with you. Accountability buddies are great. And then decide what it is that you really need support with. So what is it that you both want to check in every day? What is it that making sure that you're doing your DMO? So what I did last month when I was going Q, what I did was I had a call every day with Greg. And we went over our numbers. So we'd already decided, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going over my numbers. But what you could do is go over, what is it? Give yourself a minimum that you want to do every day in your high paying activities.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Tell them, say, okay, this is what I'm doing every day. And then both of you check in. What have you done today at the end of every day? Have I checked everything off? And make sure you actually do, because often when you start with an accountability buddy, you can do it for a few days, maybe a week, and then you kind of fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
So
that's the way I'm looking at my year too. I'm thinking if I do everything in January, by February I've fallen off. So my approach is to start small, and hopefully by December I'll have everything sussed.
Yeah. Well, just make sure that you've got, that you're actually doing what you say you're going to do, and that's what accountability buddies are really good for. So Sarah, how do you make conversation with someone when they have liked a post or a story? Really, really, really good. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. And I have been doing a lot of this. This is really, really cool. So stories are really easy. All you do is you go into Messenger, you say, hey, thank you so much for your love on my story. And you can ask them, I love your support. I really appreciate it, or it's good to know that, you're there. And then just ask them, hey, are you just cheerleading, or are you actually really interested in whatever your story was or whatever your post was? Really, really simple. Or you don't even have to say that. You can just make it the start of a conversation. You can just say, thank you so much for your love. I really appreciate how things going for you. So it depends on what you're wanting to achieve. But you just want to be really careful that you make it all about connection. Because, it's the simple question of, are you a cheerleader, or are you actually interested in improving your health, or, you know, getting products for free, or whatever it is that you're offering in your story? Because the more that you that's simple, and it's authentic, and you're not selling anything. It's just coming straight from your heart, and you're just wanting to connect. And then what I always ended on, all good, if, you know, if you're just sending me love because you want to, I really appreciate it. And it's really lovely to connect with you. So you don't have to make it all about just selling something to them. Just connect. And
What about when you do a poll? What about when you do a poll and they actually answer, yes, sign me up, I need more information, but then you contact them and you say, you go through the spiel, but then they don't get back to you?
So then what you do, honey, is you do a follow-up in a couple of days, and you say, hey, just checking, did you know, not sure if you got my post, got my message, but was your vote deliberate, or was it an accidental vote? Because I know, you know, and I do this little, you know, the monkey face over the eyes, like sometimes, you know, I actually do this myself and accidentally vote. And then you always get people coming back going, oh yeah, it was an accident, sorry, didn't mean to. Or, you know, sometimes you even get, look, I'm, you know, sorry, I was just so busy, and yes, I am interested. So always follow up. You still want to follow up, but you just want to make it, you know, make it a little bit funny, and I'm a bit of a goof, and, you know, sometimes I make mistakes like that too.
Okay.
Okay, so agree, Karina, that I'm after an accountability group 2 or 3 from Soul Tribe as well. So did you get in that group too, Kat?
No, I'd really not long heard about it. And then only just got an idea of what it was tonight, just now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth looking into. Yeah, no, it's kind of a, you know, it's different areas of my life, and I'd like to, like, you know, connect with different people from different areas of my life to keep it all together, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a good group.
Yeah, I think,
The
you know,
business side of things, anyway.
yeah. And I think there is a certain amount of responsibility too that we need to take for ourselves. It's all very well having an accountability buddy, but you've actually got to make sure that you're self-disciplined enough to actually do what you say you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, and this is something that I shared the other day on the interview with Jess, is, you know, if you're making excuses and you're not showing up, who are you letting down? You're only letting yourself down. You're not actually letting the other person down. It's only you that you're letting down. So you want this really badly. And if you are not showing up, if you just kind of lose the momentum and you just kind of don't show up for a day, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Get back on the wagon the next day. But if you find that you fall off after the second day and then the third day, what happens is it gets harder and harder and harder to get back on again. So you want to make sure you're only kind of missing one day if you've got that accountability buddy there, and make sure it's someone who you are inspired by. Because if you've chosen accountability buddy who you're not inspired by, who maybe is someone that's not really doing the work, and you don't get a lot of inspiration from them, you're not going to want to really put in that effort to do the work. You're not going to really want to show up quite the same. You need someone who's going to really inspire you to keep going and to give you that little push. And you've got to be the same for that other person too. Remember, it's not just about what you're getting, but it's about what you're giving back as well. And so that's why it's a really good thing, because not only are you showing up for you, but you're showing up for someone else as well. And if it doesn't work, go and find someone else. I'll tell you what, I've had about 5 accountability buddies over the 3.5 years. And I would safely say that one of them has worked really well. And that was Greg last month. So just go and find what works for you. So Sarah, can you list high paying activities for a normal day? Okay, cool. I love this. Love this. So always have a minimum. Always have a minimum of what Adam calls is your BAM. So how much are you going to do every day at an absolute minimum, and make sure you do not go to bed at the end of the day until you have done those things. Now, our high paying activities are sharing. So sharing looks like posting every day, doing stories, doing any kind of attracting. It also means, like for me, it's about, hang on, no, it's not that one. It's not sharing. So sharing is mostly about posting. So making sure, now what I do every day is I post at least twice a day, and I always do a story. So I make sure there's a story up. Now stories are a little bit different from your posting. You want to make sure your story is like a film. So it's got to kind of follow a film so that people can watch it. Polls are really good. So if you have a poll on your story, it is the best option. And always with your polls, you have a yes answer. So 2 yes answers. Never put a no in for your story, because you don't want someone to vote on no. You make it, oh, absolutely, or yes, I'm in, or something like that, or give me more info, or yes, or I'm, yeah, hell yeah, or something. Now, the next one is connection, connecting, and that is all about, this for me, so connection for me is a little bit bigger than most people. Connection means adding new friends. It means inviting. So sharing, sorry, that's the other thing that sharing was about. Sharing is about posting, and sharing is about inviting. Posting and inviting. So posting two times a day and doing your story. Inviting. Now, you want to be inviting at least one person a day to have a look at the business, and one person a day to have a look at the product, at least. Not either or. So if you're serious about building your business, you want to at least be inviting one person to look at the business every day. And then one person to have a look at the product. Now that can be an event. So don't forget, you guys, that we have local events just about every week. So this weekend we have an event in Wellington. So if you have friends in Wellington that you would love to invite, remember you can invite them along. You don't have to be there, just invite them along. Just say, hey, my team, my friends are going to be there. They would love to help you. And let us know if you've got someone coming so we can look after them and welcome them. Okay, so that could be an invite too. That's an invite to look at the product or the business, depending on what you're talking about with them. But our events at the moment, our local ones, are all about salads and smoothies. So it's a lot about our program, but we do also talk about business as well, and how there's an option to actually create an income from it. So if you've got any friends at the moment that are really, really interested in, creating a healthier lifestyle, that want to learn about how easy it is to create healthy summer foods like salads and smoothies, they get a lunch for free. Tell them it's a free event that they can go along to. They get a lunch, they get to hang out with us, they get to get educated around nutrition and what's good for them and how they can support their families. So invite to that too. And remember, we also have our Zoom event every Wednesday night that you can invite them to. We're going to start having themed events. So, tonight we had one on traveling. We're going to have mums events, retirees events. Maybe we'll do some men's events too, if we can get maybe Pete and Greg in to share for us. Be cool to get Greg in to share. Any other men that we have in here that want to share. But anyway, so we're going to have a whole lot of different events. We're also going to have some events on the program as well. So there's going to be lots of opportunity to invite people to come along and have a look. So there's no reason why you can't be inviting every single day one person to the program, one person to have a look at the business. Okay, sorry, that's sharing. Off on a little tangent there. And then the second one, of course, is connecting. And so that's when we are adding new friends, and we are having new conversations, starting new conversations. Now, I always have a minimum of starting 5 new conversations every day and adding 3 new friends. Now, if this is too much for you, cut it down to 3 new conversations, even if you can just do 1. But if you're serious about building your business, you want to be doing at least 3 a day. You want to be inviting or adding at least 3 new people to your friend list. And remember, when we add people to our friend list, what are we doing? We're actually send them a friend request. And then what I like to do is I like to go onto their profile once they've accepted and have a look at their posts. I love and comment on their posts that I really align with. And if I love what they're doing, specifically love something that they're doing, I send them a message and say, oh, it's so lovely to connect with you. I really loved your post. I totally get what you're doing. I really relate, or something. You don't have to ask them any question, just tell them how excited you are to connect with them. And I do that every time. And I tell you what, I always get a really good response. Okay. So, and then of course, what you want to do is you want to start 3 to 5 new conversations. And these can be conversations with people that you haven't talked to for a long time, particularly new people, because what do you want to do? What's really important about having these new conversations? It's about finding their pain. And look, to be perfectly honest, you're not going to have those conversations with every single person. You might send 5 messages out every day. You might get only 2 responses back. And that is totally normal. Don't feel like, oh, you know, why are these people not actually responding to me? Why am I not getting any replies? It is completely normal, guys. It is really normal. A lot of people get just really too busy. Some people don't really want to have those conversations. They're not chatty. And if you've tried a few times with those people and you continue to get no responses, don't bother with them anymore. You know, just don't bother. The other thing that I really do, which I love, is I love going onto their page and loving and commenting on their posts. So this is a really powerful way to still connect with them and still support your algorithms. So, and often what I do is if I go on and I love and comment on one of their posts and I love their posts, I resonate with them, I do exactly the same as what I do with a new friend. I go over to Messenger, I say, wow, loving your posts. Great that you're whatever you're doing in your life right now. That's really awesome. And again, you don't have to ask questions, just comment, just connect. And you'll be amazed how many people come back. Another really cool way of connecting is sending birthday messages. And you can make them as individual as you want. You can actually send them a video of you. Happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. Thinking about you right now with one of those cool little sparkly filters or something on, just to make them feel extra, extra special. Because everyone loves to get little special things like that instead of those silly little birthday gifts. How you know, what's the word? How general are those? They don't make them feel very special. So make it as special as you possibly can. So our next high-paying activity is follow-ups. So making sure that you have a really good system. So who uses Teamsy? Teamsy is amazing. Anyone on here use Teamsy? You do, Kieran? Yeah. No one else?
It costs money.
Yeah, it does, honey. It does. And you don't have to use Teamsy, but it is really, really efficient. It means that you just put them all in, you put down when you want to follow up. So your follow-ups always come up, you don't forget them, and you can just pop in your follow-ups all the time. It makes it so much easier. But something that's really, really important, if you don't have Teamsy, get yourself a book. Like a little, I don't know, cheap dollar exercise book, you know, one of those kids' school books. And just put in some columns and put in names. Okay, so you've talked to this person. When did you talk to them? What did you talk to them about? And put the date. So the date and what did you talk to them about, just briefly. And, you know, the other thing is you can color code and you can go, did we talk about business or did we talk about products? And if you didn't, you don't have to put any color in. So maybe you can have pink for customer and green for business or something. So so that you know, and then you can even put in, when do I follow up this person? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so put the date in. And then you can go through and have a look and make sure you're checking that all the time. I mean, I love Teamsy because I don't have to go through a book. it can just remind me. I go in there, I go to my follow-ups, and they're all there. I've got all my follow-ups. So, you know, they say you want to be doing at least, so the same number of people you're inviting, you want to also be following up. But the other thing that I follow up is I also follow up just connecting with those people that I really want to work with, or people who you have really good conversations with who still aren't committing, or people who have watched a video and they've had a 3-way call and they still haven't quite committed, and you know that this could really help them. So you want to also put them on your follow-up list to actually either follow up with a message or comment and love on their posts at least in 2 or 3 weeks time. Yeah,
Can I
Kira?
ask a question?
Yep.
So what if you do all that and you still get ghosted? And I don't want to, I don't want to, you know, I do the follow up, I've done it. These are people that I know, but I don't want to be a pain in the ass.
Okay, so what do you do? So tell me what you're doing.
Okay, so I'll give you Clarissa. Needs the money, that's her pain. It would be a good business. She's retired. Sent the video. She hasn't checked it. She's been busy with something else. Followed up once, then followed up again, and I've got crickets. It's the same with my girl Laura. It's just like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Now, for me, my next step is calling them, because it's quite, perhaps with my people, a phone call is better versus sending a message. But
Are they seeing the messages?
oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a really, really cool message that I really love sending. It's really simple and it's really effective.
Okay, hit
So
me.
basically, you just say, hey, I've noticed that you've got you've seen my message and you haven't responded. And then you send a little cry gif, one of those cute little gifs where a baby's crying or a kid's crying. And I tell you what, the amount of people that go, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see this, or I got busy. You know, it's so effective. The other one is the pest one. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've probably inundated you with messages. You know, hate being a pest. I really do. I hope I'll stop pestering you or something. And
I
every
see.
time. Yeah.
I sent it.
Okay.
And I got, girl, you know damn well that I would be telling you if you piss me off, blah, blah, blah. But it's gone no further. So
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Well, then all you
not
do
doing?
after that, no, it's not anything to do with you, Kieran. It's just that they're not ready. Okay.
Got
And
it.
you're not going to get everyone that's ready all the time. So what you do then is you love and comment on their posts every couple of weeks.
Okay.
So you put them down as your follow-up in Teamsy.
Yeah.
And that's a love and a comment.
Okay.
Just to stay connected with them. And then every now and then you send them a little message, hey, just thinking about you, love you, or happy birthday, or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, and then of course the other high paying activity is the events and your training. So you want to make sure that you jump on at least one event once a week, whether it be ours or Kat's or whoever's it is that works best for you. You know, even, I don't know whether Team Freestyle do them anymore, actually. I haven't seen them anymore. They used to do them on a Monday night. Or Linda's, I don't know who does them anymore, but I know that Kat does and we do. So if you're jumping on one of those a week, and that you jump on at least one training a week, whether it's Huddle, whether it's New Zealand freestyle training, whether it's another training during the day, whatever it is that works for you, make sure that you're putting training and event on, you know, your important list. That goes over and above the hour for your high paying activities or your DMO or your BAM. Okay, you get that, eh? That's kind of extra time, but it's really important extra time because it helps you guys grow. Helps you learn and be better and grow so that you're, you know, learning as much as you possibly can. So just looking at Sarah, I know she is starting tomorrow with a meditation exercise and something else each day for 10 days. Who's that, honey? Did I miss something?
That Kat's group, the getting your mojo back.
Oh, okay, great. Awesome.
She said yesterday that they're doing a meditation in the morning. I think it would be about 10 o'clock our time. And she's going to set a task for us to do. And there was something else, but it couldn't come to me what the other thing was. Karen, do you remember what it was? No, but she also said that she's going to get Denise and someone else to follow up with all the people that are in the group.
Denise and Lauren
Just
Berry.
reach out, yeah, just to reach out to each of us and say, how's it going? Have you done the exercise and all this kind of thing?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that'll be good for you, Karina. Stay in there, honey. That'll be great for you. Okay, Megan, recognizing the opening to ask to watch a video or invite to an event. What to say when someone who doesn't know what you do asks, what are you doing with yourself? Okay, there's a few questions there. I'm just going to start with the first question. Recognizing the opening to ask to watch a video or invite to an event. So this is basically if you've seen their pain. So the whole idea of having conversations with people, starting new conversations, is really looking for their pain, Megan. So what you want to be doing is looking for financial pain or health pain. Hi, Tammy. Sorry, I didn't see you, honey. Yeah, financial pain or health pain. So, you know, when someone says to you, so give me an example of a conversation that you've had.
Well, let's say even just on the weekend, I went to my cousin's baby shower. I have a lot of aunties and uncles, and cousins were there. So one of my aunties that I don't really get to see much, she's, I think I sort of mentioned this to you the other day. She's a recovering cancer patient. She's in remission. And first thing she said, first question she asks me is, what are you doing with yourself? And so I was just like, I actually said not much, because I didn't really know what to say, and I didn't really know how to elaborate from there. And yeah, then there was another one, but
Okay. So that's more about what to say when someone asks you what you do. Okay. So what we do is we it's really good for you to have a line that you know what to use. So for example, you can say, I'm a health coach. I really help people to create a healthier lifestyle, or support people to reduce their inflammation, or anything that relates to that person. And always start with, I'm a health coach, or I'm a business coach, or I'm a lifestyle coach, or whatever you want to say, because people know what a coach is. They know that you're there to support them and what it is you do. So what is specific about it that's going to relate to her? So for her, it would be, I'm a health coach. I support people to create really strong immune systems and great health and vitality.
mm-hmm.
Then she could go, oh, tell me about that. I want to know more about that. And if she doesn't, then don't go any further with it.
Well, I got more of an opportunity a bit later that day when she started talking about her cancer and what she's, how she had to go and get all her vaccines that she used to get as a kid, because she had to get them all because apparently like chemo wipes it clean or something. And she was talking about how she had to stay away from the kids because of her immunity and everything. So I sort of spoke a bit about the immunity side of it, how what I'm taking a supplement, is something that's helping me. I mentioned the supplement. It's a whole food health supplement that's been helping me. And
how's it helping you? Did you tell her how it's helping you?
I did, yeah. I told her that I used to get sick quite often with my diabetes because I had low immunity. It's an immune type of disease. And I said I rarely get sick. I said I have a scratchy throat sometimes, maybe a bit of a mild sniffle, and it goes away.
Yeah, great. And what did she say to that?
She said send me something. So that's when I asked you, and so I need to follow up with her.
Yeah.
But she's probably, the only one that I've kind of got close to, because then I actually did ask somebody else if they were interested. And yeah, I get like, the cold shoulder. They kind of don't want to talk about it. They don't want to know.
Yeah, and that's okay. You're going to get people that aren't ready for it. So what's really important is you identified her pain, which is great. You identified that it was around her immune system, which is awesome. You shared your story and how it supported your immune system, which is awesome too. So you've done a really great job there. That's perfect. And then what you've done is you've planted a seed, and she's gone, I'm really interested. Give me more information. So what you want to do is you want to invite her into the testimonial group so she can see some testimonials. That is the most powerful thing you can do, way more than sending any kind of knowledgeable information, because for someone like her, her sharing your story was enough for her to say, okay, I'm interested. So stories are powerful.
Okay, I've sent her the video you sent me, the one called Juice Plus Nutrition Benefits, and I just said, hi, I'm Diane, here's a video explanation of the natural supplements I was talking about.
But that doesn't speak to her immune system.
Okay.
That she's concerned about. So that's where the testimonials will speak to her, because she is.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
has a lot of other things going on.
Anyway, she said, thanks, Megan. When I get a chance, I will watch video and take it into consideration. And she gave me a smiley face with a mask on it.
Okay. So how about you just send her a message and say, hey, look, I've just thought about are you interested in having a look at some testimonials around immunity?
Okay. Because I didn't mention that I actually work. It's not I didn't mention that it's my business. I just kind of,
Doesn't matter.
I think she thinks that I'm just taking it.
Doesn't matter.
But yes, I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. She will eventually know anyway, because I have I have people asking,
breaking up,
how do I get this? And I say through me, and it's not a problem for most people. You're sharing something that you love.
Okay.
So okay. I'm just checking.
So if I say through you, that's fine. Is that what you said?
Say through yourself. Say through me. You can get it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, so when someone asks how's the business going?
Yeah, if I've already mentioned it to people, again, I don't know what to say, because we're kind of told not to say too much, and
what do you mean? What do you mean you're told not to say too much, honey?
Well, spilling Juice Plus and everything all over the place. That's what I mean.
That's not spewing Juice Plus. That's not spewing Juice Plus would be if someone says, hey, what are you doing? And you go, oh, I've got doing this amazing program and product, and it's called Juice Plus, and it's like 33 fruits and veggies in a capsule, and it like does this and does that, and blah, 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 blah. That's spewing. If someone says to you, how is your business? How is your business going? You go, oh, it's great. Really loving it.
Okay.
Loving that I get to,
that's it.
Yeah, really loving. And maybe just mention one thing, loving that I get to do this every day. Just planting seeds. That's what you're doing with your conversation. Less is more. Planting seeds, making it really powerful, because you want to relate it to their situation. So if they, for example, they're a mum at home and they say, how's your business going? Loving it. Love that I get to have some flexible time at home. How powerful is that for a mum?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How's things going with you and your family? Yeah. Still working out your convo funnel. Well, that's great. It's just about, the thing is, you want to be you, Megan. You want to be authentic. Don't ever be afraid of oversharing.
Okay.
If someone asks you, don't ever be afraid of oversharing. Yeah.
Okay. So no matter what you say, people will sort of potentially come back to you anyway.
As long as you are sharing your own story from your heart and how you are feeling, because people, you want to give people that emotional investment. That is the most important thing. You don't want to give them all this knowledge, because they're not interested in knowledge. They're interested in how it's going to help them. How is this business going to help me? How is this product and program going to help me? I don't care that it's 33 fruits and veggies in a capsule. I'm not interested in that. I want to know if this is going to help support my immune system. This is going to help give me more energy. This is going to help reduce my inflammation. That's what I want to know. And that's what you want to share, is your own story around that. The same with the business. I don't want to know that, it's, what the business model looks like, that, you can earn this much money. I just want to know that it's going to give me time with my kids at home, that it's
Yep, the benefits,
opportunity to,
which is what Adam said on Monday. I was there. Yep.
Great.
Yep.
So you get all that. So that, really, really kind of honing in on their emotions and how it's going to support them emotionally.
Yep. Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Cool. So I love my line with a lady I saw the other week I used to work with. What's that, Sarah? Would you like to share, honey?
Well, she's a lady that used to be a cleaner at the same place I was at, that we all know was very toxic. And she actually left not long after I left, by the sounds of it. We bumped into each other in the supermarket, and she just came up to me and said, "Oh my God, you're still alive." And I'm like, yeah, because I hadn't been in there since March. And she said, "What are you doing with yourself now?" And I said, "I'm still involved in my business." And she said, "No way." She said, "I thought that would be a fly-by-nighter idea with you, Sarah." And I said, "No, I'm still doing it." And she said, "Are you enjoying it?" And I said, "Absolutely loving it." So I found that building it up, even if I was in the middle of a slump at the time, I wasn't about to turn around and say to her that I'm in the middle of a slump right now. I built it up, and I got her, "Oh, wow, I actually don't need to come back here. I don't need to work at the mall anymore." So yeah, I just built it up.
I love that.
Even if, as I say, even if you are having a slump and you haven't had a customer for 4 months, you don't turn around and say that to them. You build it up because you want to get them interested in it.
Yeah.
That's what I found. But yeah, she was like, "Wow, you're really enjoying it." And I'm like, "Yes, I certainly am." Yeah.
That's kind of like what I said the other day, like a minute ago. You said you weren't going to say X. So I had actually kind of said something. She said, "Oh, how's your business going?" And I was more like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting interest," which is clearly not the best thing to say, or at least I don't feel it was. But because it kind of implies, well, you don't have anybody yet. So
yeah, just come from that emotional side of you rather than, what your head would say. So come from, "I'm really loving it. I'm loving this benefit of it." Yeah.
Take it till you make it, ladies. It's a really good saying.
Yeah.
You put a smile on your dial and you think of being the place where your business is already successful from a mindset point of view.
Yeah.
And like you're already there.
Because that's the other thing about it. It's not that we're actually telling stories. It's not that we're actually lying to people. It's actually that we are doing, saying, thinking exactly what we want. What is our reality that we want? It's not our current reality. It's the reality that we actually want. So every time we say, "Oh, my business is shit. I've got no customers. I've got no team. I can't get team," you're actually telling yourself that is your reality. You're telling your brain, you're telling the universe, you're getting it straight back to you. So like, Kieran says, you want to be talking about what it is you actually want so that you're bringing it into your life, even if it isn't actually true. But when you think about it, and, this is something that you often, for a lot of us who aren't earning the kind of money that we want to be earning, we want to remember what the business has given you besides the income. So what has it given you? Has it given you the fact that you've built confidence, that you actually are able to work from home around your children, that, you are, you're watching this, team of women actually grow themselves, actually recreate their life? What is it that you love about it besides the money that you want to be sharing? Because for most people, they don't want to know how much you earn or anything. They actually want to know what the emotional benefits are that you're getting so that they could possibly get the same thing. And at the same time, you're focusing on the good side, the good part of the business, so that, again, you're attracting that to you. So,
I just had some visitors here. That question's funny that it came up because they are old friends of ours from Dunedin. I haven't probably seen in ages, and talked about the product and stuff with them before because this old guy's really, really sick. And and he just said, oh, so what are you guys up to today? Are you still working and stuff? And I was like, yeah, I am, but you know, I want to move and stuff. And he goes, oh, what are you going to do then? I said, well, I've got my business. I'm building my business. He goes, oh, are you still doing that? And I said, yeah, I totally am. I love it. And he said, well, so how's it going? So where are you at? How much are you making? And I just said to him, well, I'm quarter of the way to retired.
Yeah, love it.
I said, I'm retire, and I've managed to part way achieve that. So I'm happy. That's a good sign, you know? Yeah. And that's, and then all I elaborated on was my dream and where I'm going in like the next year, you know?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was it.
That's beautiful, Tammy. Perfect. Because, you know, we are the dream creators. We're holding a dream for ourselves, but we're also in the process holding it for what could be for someone else. And, you know, that's exciting enough for people, because that's why people follow you. It's because not necessarily of where you're at right now, but it's where you're going. That's who follows you. So, you know, and when I think about it, that's exactly why I love the leaders that we've got. It's not exactly because, you know, when I, like for example, with Katrina, I mean, she always talks about the things that she wants. It's not necessarily what she's got, because I know what she's got right now is not far away from what I've got. But it's where she's going and what she wants to do with it that I really, really love. And that's what inspires people. So I love that, Tammy. Great.
Yeah, that's a mindset that I've got to snap out of. Like the whole, like just about at the moment now, my whole thing is like, well, how's the business going? Yeah, it's going really slowly. It's going really slowly, and then it's not. It's kind of a current situation, not where I.
Yeah, you want to step out of your current reality. Want to step out of your current reality. So what is it you love about it, Kat?
At the moment, I could probably say interacting with my teammates.
Okay, the one said, I love the community. I love the connection I get from my team. Focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-development.
Yeah.
You know, personal growth, and yeah, and also whatever you say, also it also goes for whatever you're posting. So if you're posting that, you know, you haven't done so well, you're affirming that to yourself. You want to tell yourself you're awesome. How many times have you jumped on with us? That's incredible.
Yeah, and also you're affirming it to your followers as well. You're affirming that you're not actually doing that well. So you want to be changing that up and focusing on what you love about it.
Yeah, I think last year I felt I was probably slack at times, and then it kind of like got in my mind, and I didn't really take off with it myself because of that.
Yeah. So love, Sarah, visualize it, go to a river and gaze into the stream and visualize what you want your life to look like with your business. It's a new practice I'm starting. Love that. Brilliant. And while we're talking about visualization, has everybody got their vision board? Has everyone created their vision board? Yep, me too.
I'm doing mine over the next few days with the girls.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. You've done yours, Lise? Yay. Yay. Okay. Vision boards are so inspiring. They really are, because you can put them somewhere where you see them every day. Mine's over there. And you visualize it, and when you see it, you feel it. You see yourself doing it. You see yourself in there, and it builds the desire, and it makes you want to make it happen. And then start actioning things to make it happen. So for example, I've got on my vision board that I want to write purposefully. And I actually met with a lady today who has helped me find who's actually done an online course, because it's amazing what the universe does. They bring these people to you. And I'm looking at doing an event and applying for this course and applying for a scholarship and actually starting to write. So I'm going to start scheduling writing into my day along with my business. So, you know, see it, feel it, and, you know, think about it all the time as if you've got it in your life now, and then start taking those actions to actually make it happen. And it's amazing what will happen. It will just start turning up in your life. That's awesome, Sarah. That's awesome. It's a great thing to do with your kids. Wish I'd done it with my kids, but I didn't do it way back then. So
yeah, I
anyone
was
got,
just thinking that I just need to get my little team that live with me here and have a little vision board workshop. I actually just need to dedicate an afternoon this weekend or something. So
that's a great
I'll have a
idea,
chat with them.
Tammy. Great idea. And then they can
yeah.
put up their little segments of their board. It's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Tell
So
Niecy Hazel that Auntie Karen said she's got to sit down with Mum and Bear and do her freaking vision board. Okay.
When I say to them, shall we have working time? They're like dead keen. It's just us getting the time together and actually committing to it. So we need to set a date and go, right, this is the date, Sunday afternoon. This is what we're doing. We're going to be here. Because we just haven't got to that point. We talk about it and we just don't set the date.
Do it this weekend.
Schedule it, babe.
Make it happen this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So any other questions that you've got? Throw them at me. No? Cool. Okay, so I guess what would be a really cool thing to end is tell me, remind me what your goals were again this month and tell me where you're at with them. Because I think we talked about this at the beginning of the month, so I just want to know, it's halfway through the month. Where are you guys at? Well, it's actually probably only about 10 days now, isn't it, till the end of the month? Yes, it's the 20th. So where are you at? How can I help you get there? Oh, you got a new customer, Sarah. Yay, well done. Was that your goal? One customer? 3. Great. 10 days. 10 days to get another 2. Awesome. That's exciting, honey. Yay. That's great. Anyone else? Okay, so I'll tell you my goals is I had a 5 and 2. So 5 customers, 2 team. I have 2 customers so far and 1 potential team member who's ready to start. So getting there. 10 days. 1 team a bonus. I got 1 team a bonus and I think my second is happening. Yes, Timmy. It's awesome, honey. Awesome. 3 new customers, work and play, 2 new team. So does that mean you've got, what's the work and play, Kieran? Has that not happened quite yet?
No, they're all coming to the event this Saturday.
Yes.
So I should be getting them over the line.
Yes.
With y'all's help. Actually,
Well
I've got
done.
maybe 4 coming, if not. So I'd like all 4 to sign.
That's
now.
awesome. Awesome, girl. Awesome. Sarah, 3 customers and 1 team was my goal. Right, well, you're on your way, Sarah. On your way. Well and truly. Just got back into training, so for January, keep them up, and in February, start to build a biz plan. Okay, you could do the biz plan now, Kat, whatever that. What do you mean by biz plan?
Just sort of like map out where I'm going to fit into my day and everything.
Do that now.
At the moment, I'm quite happy with. Like I said, I'm just sort of taking things month by month, and if I'm happy, then I mean, at this stage, I don't really want to add too much more into January, and then like keep on keeping on with how I'm going, and start looking at what I can do next month to step up.
Okay, that's cool. Anyone else? Exciting goals, girls. You guys have got this. You have got this. Emma's well on her way too. What was your goal, Em? Karina, get back on trainings and need to still schedule and get my DMO going again. Build momentum for Feb. Great, honey. That's awesome. So what's your minimum for your DMO? Your minimum reach outs, your minimum invites, your minimum add new friends?
Yeah, I haven't really worked that out. That was off what you said today. I was going to work all that out.
Yeah, great, awesome.
And get started on that.
Awesome, honey. Yay, Emma! 2 new customers. Woohoo! 7, 2 down, 5 to go. You're amazing. You've got this. Awesome. Okay, it's really, really awesome. You guys are doing so well, having a great month. Let's keep that momentum going. Just happy to be back on track and replanning my DMO. It's really lovely to have you back, Sarah. I just want to say It is. It's lovely to have you back, honey. Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to love you guys and leave you, let you get on with your evenings now. Thank you for your time, and let's have an amazing 10 days of the rest of the month. And we will see you next week. So remember, if you've got anybody that is in Wellington that you would love to invite to the event on Saturday, please invite them. If you want the flyer, let us know. We can send you that. We can put the flyer in the Soul Tribe chat group. And also the event the weekend after, next weekend, is in Palmy at Emma's house on Saturday as well. So there's that one in Palmy as well. So just let us know if you are inviting anybody and you want the flyers. Okay, real easy. If you want the template for the invitation, let me know too. I'm happy to send that through to you guys as well.
I'll send one to my friend in Wellington.
Great.
She might go.
Awesome.
Send it to me.
Okay, the flyer. Awesome. Well, I'll put it
Yes,
in Soul
please.
Tribe chat now.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.